In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best 24-inch monitors in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these 24-inch monitors, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the Dell U2417H. The Dell U2417H is an extremely affordable, 24-inch monitor that would be a great option for every professional who requires a monitor that produces vivid visuals and accurate colors without spending a whole fortune. From a design perspective, this unit has a sleek black and gray finished bezel-free infinity edge cabinet that is supported by a sturdy stand that has an embedded tidy hole, which will drastically ease your cable management on one hand, while on the other, it will keep the monitor stable as you're making height, pivot, tilt, and rotation adjustments. Moreover, at the back, there are the connection ports which consist of a DisplayPort, mini DisplayPort, and HDMI for video inputs, yet another full-size DisplayPort that will let you connect multiple monitors in a daisy-chain configuration, 2 downstream USB 3.0 ports and a single upstream USB 3.0 port, while on the left, there are 2 additional USB 3.0 ports, so I have to admit that they are quite many. But now, let's talk about the performance. The U2417H packs a full HD resolution, a contrast ratio of 1000:1, an aspect ratio of 16:9, and supports up to 16.7 million colors with a 99% sRGB rating, which by default means that you will be stunned by the color accuracy. In addition, this unit has a pixel response of 6 milliseconds, and has a refresh rate of 60 Hz, which may not impress the hardcore gamers, however, for casual gameplay and professional purposes, it will suit you just fine. I would also like to inform you that the screen itself has a maximum brightness of 250 nits, and it is covered with an anti-glare coating that will drastically reduce the reflections that may occur if you're exposed under a direct sunlight, which is something that I absolutely favor, due to the fact that you won't be distracted by anything. Finally, most of the users have reported that they were impressed by both the color accuracy and the deep blacks when viewed from wide viewing angles, and I think that you will notice the same once you get this product. To conclude, if you're looking for an inexpensive, yet quality 24-inch monitor, then this is the one for you. Moving on, at number 4, we have the BenQ VZ2470H. The VZ2470H is without a doubt, one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful 24-inch monitor that you can find on the market, but the beauty is only one of the few things that this unit offers, because this unit is capable enough to be used for virtually any purpose. From a design perspective, the VZ2470H has a modern, ultra-slim body that is supported by a matching stand that will let you tilt the panel forward and backward, however, you won't be able to adjust its height or make any kind of swivel or pivot adjustments. When viewed from the rear, you can notice the presence of the outward-facing HDMI inputs, a headphone jack, a VGA input, and unfortunately, you will not find a DisplayPort or USB ports, which I definitely think that the manufacturer should have implemented them. Now, let's talk about the features. The VZ2470H has an impressive native contrast ratio of 3000:1, a peak brightness of 250 candelas per square meter, and uses the zero flicker technology, which does a highly effective job in eliminating the flickering at all brightness levels, with the intention to ensure that you will never deal with eye fatigue, regardless of how long you've been facing the screen. But that's not all. BenQ have also incorporated their exclusive low blue light technology, which will heavily protect your eyes from the blue light emissions, and this by default means that you won't feel tired as you're working throughout the day or the night. Moving on, this unit has an excellent response time of up to 4 milliseconds gray to gray, which means that aside for professional use, you can use it for gaming as well. Finally, most of the users claim that they were very satisfied by the color accuracy, as well as the depth of the blacks, which is at the same time, essential when you're purchasing a monitor. Overall, I strongly recommend you consider this monitor as your next purchase, because it combines a gorgeous look with a powerful performance that will never disappoint you. Next up, at number 3, we have the LG 24 UD58B. The 24UD58B would be a great option for you, especially if you're looking for a reasonably priced, 4K IPS monitor that is capable enough to compete with most of the mid-range priced monitors. So let's get quickly into action and find out what else can you expect from it. From a design perspective, this unit features an all-black construction that is supported by a curved stand, which does not only completely blend with the overall's aesthetics, but it also does a good job in supporting the cabinet as you're making height and tilt adjustments. For your information, this unit has 4 VESA mounting holes as well, meaning that you can mount it on your wall and have a comfortable viewing experience. When it comes to the connections, they aren't many, so you can find only 2 HDMI inputs and a DisplayPort, and as it was the case with the previous model, I think that LG could have done a way better. But now, let's talk about the performance. The 24UD58B comes with 3 game modes of which you can take an advantage, of which 2 are first-person shooter modes, while the third is a RTS preset mode, so you can always choose the one that suits your gaming needs the most. In addition, this model has additional gaming features as well, such as the black stabilizer, which will drastically improve the details in dark scenes. The dynamic action sync feature will let you have an exceptionally fluid gameplay, and when we add the fact that this monitor supports FreeSync, by default it means that you will never experience screen tearing and stuttering, which is awesome. As I've stated at the beginning, this monitor is suitable for work as well, or even better said, if you download the screen split software, you can customize the monitor layout for multitasking, and have an opportunity to resize it in 14 different options. To conclude, the 24UD58B is worthy of considering, especially if you're looking for a versatile monitor that will offer you the benefits of the FreeSync technology. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Dell P2415Q. The Dell P2415Q has been on the market for a couple of years, but I'm sure that you've likely seen its name popping up numerous times on the internet, as you were searching for a quality 24-inch monitor. Well, today you will find out what makes it be so heavily in demand even today. From a design perspective, the P2415Q boasts an attractive, black and gray body, of which the presence of black can is mostly noticeable on the cabinet itself, while the gray is dominant at the stand, so when you see this monitor as a whole, it looks very pleasing. For your information, the stand will offer you a full ergonomic flexibility, which basically means that you can tilt the monitor to 21 degrees backwards, or 5 degrees forwards, adjust its height for up to 5.5 inches, swivel it for 45 degrees left and right, and make pivot adjustments for 90 degrees, so as you can see, you will never face any difficulties when it comes to adjusting the monitor. Moving on, the connection ports include an HDMI 1.4 port with MHL support, a DisplayPort 1.2, mini DisplayPort 1.2 output for daisy chaining, 3 USB downstream ports, single USB 3.0 ports, and a 3.5mm output, so without a doubt, you will be fully supplied in terms of expandability. Now, let's talk about the features. The P2415Q employs an IPS panel that will let you see stunning visuals even when you're viewing from wide viewing angles of up to 178 degrees, and when we add the fact that it is factory color calibrated with a sRGB rating of 99%, it means that for the price you pay, this monitor is excellent. In addition, the other specs are fascinating as well, starting from its contrast ratio of 1000 to 1, the dynamic contrast ratio of 2 million to 1, the response time of 6 milliseconds, and the refresh rate of 60 Hz, so if we analyze these things closely, it seems that you will definitely love the visuals you see. To conclude, I strongly recommend you consider this product, if you're keen on investing in a highly adjustable, 4K monitor. And finally, at number 1, we have the Asus ROG Swift PG248Q. The Asus PG248Q is a fantastic 24-inch esports gaming monitor that is widely used by the gamers on the market, due to its insanely powerful capabilities that will enhance your gaming experience like you've never tasted before. From a design perspective, this model has an aggressive, matte black textured construction that is followed by a 5-way OSD navigation joystick positioned on the back, half-an-inch thick bezels, and a sturdy, ergonomic stand that will let you make tilt adjustments from -5 to 20 degrees, height adjustments of nearly 5 inches, swivel adjustments from -60 to 60 degrees, and 90 degrees of pivoting, which is amazing. Moving on, the connection ports are quite numerous, and they include 3 USB 3.0 ports, an HDMI port, single DisplayPort 1.2, and a headphone jack, so you won't face any troubles in terms of expandability. Now, let's talk about the features. One of the most notable things about this monitor is the fact that it is G-Sync enabled, which by default means that your gameplay will be free from tearing and stuttering, while the second thing that got my attention the most is its refresh rate of 1 millisecond, and its native refresh rate of 144 Hz, which can be boosted to up to 180 Hz. When it comes to color accuracy, most of the users claimed that they were satisfied with the colors, even though it is a TN panel, and as a matter of fact, according to some tests we've found, this unit can reproduce up to 117.2% of the sRGB color gamut, which is stunning if you ask me. Moreover, to ensure that this monitor will be your greatest companion during your gaming marathons, ASUS has included their famous iCare technology, which will effectively minimize the flickers and the emission of the blue light, so you can only focus on the game without having to worry literally about anything. Overall, you should definitely consider the PG248Q as your next purchase, and if you ever decide to purchase it, you will understand why's the whole hype going around this monitor. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these 24-inch monitors, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.